I believe this is part 5 of my walk back home, right by the Hillside Cemetery where I passed earlier on part 1. This part of the video is a little somber because this telephone pole that's coming up here is a, well, I call it a death marker because my grandson's other grandmother was killed a year ago in a tragic car accident right here. And as you can tell, the pole's new, and you can tell by that they had dug it all up. You can tell the pole's new. And over here is where the part of the vehicle hit the guardrail. It's all shiny and new. And there was the creepiest part about it is there were actually, I went with a walk in the fall time with my son after the stuff was off the trees, and he found a piece of her van's seat that the cops must have missed because she crashed this time of year. I'm surprised they didn't actually look through there to see, and they believe she blacked out because across is where I live, is over there, and we could see there was ambulance activity over here about 7 a.m. that morning. She was ejected. She was already dead. So they think she's been having blackout issues, I guess. And she was actually ejected, and they couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. Unfortunately, my grandson that my daughter has her son with, they weren't that close. And I think she was only 56. And grandson just turned 11, and he was somewhat upset at the beginning, but he never mentions it. It was just a tragic accident. And unfortunately, she has her own demons where she would periodically drink heavily, and just like anybody else has their dependencies on something. Fortunately, I don't either have any of them. So she just didn't, for whatever reason, I don't know, I just really don't know. And that corner is probably on Route 2 here, besides the hairpin turn at the top, is one of the dangerous corners, and people don't handle that corner well. There's been many accidents. Actually, several years back, maybe 20 years ago, a tractor trailer came around a corner, misjudged that corner, took out 3 telephone poles and the whole side of the guardrail. But as you can tell by that video, you should have been able to tell that piece was quite shiny. And when the van hit, I believe it hit the guardrail first, hit the telephone pole, took out the whole telephone pole and ejected. The motor was across the road by the cemetery, and that's where it landed. The whole front of the van was unrecognizable, and she did not have her seatbelt on, which is, I don't think she would have survived anyways. But the whole front of the van was, I think it was a Chrysler, and it was completely sheared off. The wheels were all crunched, and there was no front end of it at all. I just wish the cops had cleaned up the area a little better. So I think what I'm going to do is, I see somebody standing there with a dog, I'm going to put the phone down. Last part of my walk. I should be home in about 5 minutes. And back to the Hillside Cemetery. There's a lot of traffic. I don't know where all the traffic's coming from, but here. Wi-Fi is going to fight the cellular cells. Live up on the hill there. Won't stop here. Thank you for watching.